slogan that we just came out with, and it's kind of a little bit of an example of how much of an impact this has had on the people.
I'm tired of those perks going to the companies. I'm tired of hearing people not having...
My campaign will now give a freedom dividend of $1,000 a month for an entire year to 10 American families. You are one of the winners of the freedom dividend. You're getting $1,000 a month for a year. You are one of the winners of the freedom dividend.
Oh man, I'm like shaking right now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
It's a crazy time we're in, and it's time to make good crazy things happen instead of bad crazy things happen, if you know what I mean.
Exactly, yeah.
We can do this for every American in the country.
Yes, how are we? Look at how many people we have here. This is so exciting. So Andrew's about to come on, but first of all, I want to explain something. All of you guys have these lovely signs. Raise them up in the air. We have Humanity First, we have Yanggang, we have Math, we have Andrew Yang for president. So Andrew's going to come on here, and he's going to talk and say a lot of incredible things. He's going to talk a lot about math and numbers and statistics. Anytime that he says anything about math or numbers, I want you guys, especially the ones with the math signs, to throw them in the air and say math, all right? So we're going to practice. When I say math, you say math. When I say math, you say math. When I say math, you say math. Awesome. Okay, now our first guest speaker is Paget Kagy. She is an actress, YouTuber. Here we go.
Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. Look at this. Wow, look at you guys. This makes me smile so hard. I forget what I'm saying. Okay. This is absolutely incredible. 3 months ago, I went from being completely politically disengaged to standing up here on this stage, and my journey is not a unique one. I am pretty sure a lot of you people have had the same experience get here today, right? Because to me, this is more than just a political campaign. This is a movement, right? Andrew Yang is more than just a presidential candidate. Yes, I just said more than just a presidential candidate, okay? He is the leader of this movement. And you guys, you are the co-creators of this movement. And we have a unique opportunity as co-creators to create a future that will make ourselves proud, our friends, our families proud, and future generations after us. And I know I'm not alone in feeling this, but when Andrew Yang speaks, right, it really gets to the core of your bones. That's why we're all here right now. And the thing is that is the power of truth, right? That is what brought you all out here today, braving the ridiculous LA traffic and the kind of questionable public transport, But I think it's because we sense that we are at a crossroads, right? We are at a fork in the road, and we can continue going down the path that we have gone down, expecting different results. Some people might call that insanity. Or we can forge a new path right? Built on solutions and humanity, right? And putting the people over politicians. And the thing is, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, this is not gonna be easy, right? It's gonna be challenging, as we know. But we are freaking up for the challenge. And you know what? Andrew Yang says, when he is being challenged, challenge fucking accepted! So, anyway, no, this Saturday is hashtag National Yanggang Day. We are all meeting in Santa Monica. It's gonna be amazing. If you all come out, imagine the media storm that's gonna happen from it. So please join us. Go to yang2020.com, /events, and find the event and join us. It's gonna be kick-ass, all right? Now, before I introduce the next guest, I gotta get this right because he told me I gotta get this right, okay? So he loves 3 things. The first one is his wife, that is very important. The second one is rap, that is very important. And the third one is Andrew Yang. So welcome onto the stage, MC Jin.
Make some noise for Paget! Kaly, what's up? All right, she said a lot of very meaningful, inspirational, uplifting things, and that's gonna be hard to follow. He said, do you love my wife? Do you love my wife? Do I love my wife? Hell yeah! So check this out. I was listening to Paget and thinking, how do I follow that? She said something very meaningful, inspirational, and I think that's been the core of Andrew's whole campaign thus far, is that at the end of the day, no matter your left, your right, your color, your preference, everything, we're all connected by this just sense of unity, right? And as I got here and I watched that line, it's still going. You see that line for the toilet? That's commitment. That shows us that no matter what, it's humanity first, bladder second. Shout out to all the people in the line. And one thing I want to encourage, this is what I'm encouraging myself today, is that when you leave here, I know online, Yang Gang is powerful. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah! But can we make Yang Gang powerful in the streets? Can we make Yang Gang powerful in your communities? So when you leave here today, I'm encouraging myself too. I want you to meet at least 5 people that you didn't know when you got here. Shake their hand, give them a hug. I'll tell you a quick story. I was right there by that tree right there, this really big one. And the guy came up to me and he was like, yo, MC Jin, man, can we take a picture? And it really humbled and encouraged me. He was so excited that he didn't even realize he was still on a phone call. So as we're taking the photo, I'm looking at the phone and he's still on the call. And he's like, oh snap, my bad. And I was like, that's cool. He's like, all right man, let me just hang up. I'm like, yeah, sure. And he goes, Ma, I'm sorry. Then over there, just right now, this person came up to me and she was like, MC Jin, ni hao. Can you guess what country she's from? America, damn it! Point being, there's a lot of family members here because we're all part of the Yang Gang. So we need to take that beautiful online, that unity, that community, and we gotta really, really pour it into our day-to-day lives, your work, your school, your frat, whatever social circle you're in. I got an important question. She said that I love my wife, I do. She said that I love rapping, I do. She said I love Andrew, I do. I got a question. Make some noise if you love hip-hop. So I grew up on Wu-Tang, and I still love Wu-Tang. But right now, I'm in the mood for a little Drew Yang. And that's who I hooked up with. When I say Drew Yang Gang, I want y'all to say, that's who I hooked up with. Drew Yang Gang, that's who I hooked up with. Drew Yang Gang, that's who I hooked up with. DJ, let's go. You gotta turn that up. Put your signs up. Put your hands up. Drew Yang Gang, that's who I hooked up with. Drew Yang Gang, that's who I hooked up with. Come on. There's no place to hide now that he's arrived. I'm saying he ain't playing. Now with this campaign, bang, dang, ish, and Drew. Come on, put your hands up. Awesome, taking donations, whatever size the bullshit. If not, volunteer your time instead. Grassroots won't stop at the polls till he's ahead. Some say, who is that? Hey yo, the newest cat. Other candidates go home feeling super whack. Yeah, they all done. Humanity first, that's the slogan. 2020, here we come, drop the bell. Put your hands up. Come on, come on. Studies show it's bound to help economies, making sure we all eat, not just the wealthy. Now I must confess, the country's a mess. God bless us all, it's all just a test. Why not make some noise? He's here 4 years, yeah. Who you can stop with? Drew Yang, that's who I hooked up with. Not many politicians can really be trusted. Drew Yang, that's who I hooked up with. When I say Andrew, y'all say Yang. Andrew, Andrew. When I say Yang, y'all say gang. Yang, Yang, Yang. Have a good night, guys. Oh yeah, I gotta introduce somebody. Who's ready for the big dog? So am I, he's coming. So just to whet your appetite a little bit, I'm gonna bring out another Yang. Name's not Andrew, but he's a Yang nonetheless, and we're all part of the family. So they gave me like this write-up of things that he's accomplished, things that he's done. But I don't want to get into that because to me, he strikes me as a humble guy, a cool guy, and he doesn't feel like, I don't feel like he would want me to be like, you saw him in this, you saw him do that. So I'm just gonna tell you my impression of this guy before he comes on. I don't know, he should be by the stage already. So I met this guy several years back, initially working on this documentary for a basketball player by the name of Jeremy Lin. So we worked on this doc together, and from there, we went and grabbed a meal. And this meal really allowed us to bond and get to know each other. I haven't seen him since that meal, so it's amazing to be here reconnecting for this movement, for this cause. And in case you're wondering, yes, we did have dim sum. Make some noise for Brian Yang! My man.
What's up, LA? So yes, I am a Yang by birth, but I'm not related to Andrew. Everyone thinks we're brothers, but no. I'll set the record straight. When he takes the White House, I'll conveniently claim that though, for sure. All right, so I wrote a speech because I'm not smart like these other people, so forgive me. I had to do something a little more heartfelt because I've known Andrew for 20 plus years. So I am a producer and an actor. I know, very original in this town. But before going into this field, I worked for Andrew at a little startup company in New York City, Midtown. This was the early 2000s. It was a company called Star Giving. So if anyone in this audience is a true Yangganger, we're talking, you know his wife's name, which is what? Emily. All right. You know that in high school, how did he dress? What was he known as? Yeah, all right. And you know, this weekend, it was all official because he got made fun of on what show? Oh, damn, everyone's plugged in. All right. SNL by Bo and Yang, who is also not related, but damn, there's not a lot of Yangs in the air today. So I, too, have done the math. 20 plus years. 20 plus years knowing Andrew. First off, I'm old. Secondly, there's a saying, across a person's life, which is about 80 years long, you'll meet about 30 to 100,000 people, right? You can look it up. It's just this kind of like give or take thing. So when I say in my lifetime, I've met no one smarter, more innovative, more outside the box, more galvanizing than Andrew Yang, that means a lot. That's a lot of people I've met in my life as a pretty social guy. So Andrew's professional life, it's always been about uplifting other people, coming up with bold, innovative solutions to help people, right? So again, if you are a true Yangganger, you knew what Star Giving was about, the company I worked for him at. So side by side, we built this company, and it was a company that helped nonprofits raise money and awareness. We worked with a lot of celebrities, people like Magic Johnson, LA, here we are. Supermodel Nikki Taylor, if you guys remember. Hootie and the Blowfish, again, I'm dating myself. Darius Rucker is OG Yang Gang. So that company eventually led way, not immediately, to his last endeavor, as you guys know, BFA, which was also all about putting, there's some VFA people in the house, entrepreneurism into cities that needed leadership and bright minds, right? So if you look at Andrew's history, every stop he's made, everything he's done is all about humanity first, right? So that slogan is not lip service, it's not political rhetoric. Andrew truly puts his money where his mouth is. So a lot of LA people here probably work in the arts, like myself, right? Paget, Jen. Andrew talks about how important art is to society, right? That art stimulates creativity. It puts good energy on this earth in our hands, right? So I can tell you straight up, Andrew Yang backed 2 of my movie projects, okay? This man is not about just hot air. He puts his money where his mouth is. So Andrew Yang, I'm here to tell you, is the real deal, coming from a first-person point of view. Someone who's spent time with him in war rooms, seeing how calm and collected he could take a situation that might be challenging and make it into something positive. So when he says he is the opposite of the man in the White House right now, there is no truer statement than when he says the opposite of Donald Trump is... I love it.
Yang beats Trump! 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 Yang beats Trump!
Oh man, I love it. Yang Gang, you are the best. Look, it doesn't take a genius to understand the totality of who Andrew Yang is and what his platform is all about. And while it took me a really long minute to accept the fact that he was running for president of the United States when he told me early on, because it's just not something your friend normally does. When it clicked, when I thought about it, I said, oh man, knowing Andrew, if there was anyone in my life that could crack the code, that could save this country, it was Andrew. Because he's a man who loves to solve problems, right? He always talks about that. I double-checked the math again. Love it. Read his book, The War on Normal People. Get it on your Nook. And I considered, someone's got the book right there, all right. I considered if there's a man on this planet right now, in this country, who really knows how to solve problems, it is Andrew Yang. And folks, today we have a lot of serious problems facing our society, no questions, right? And if you're feeling like I'm feeling, and that the current administration and a lot of the other candidates on the Democratic side aren't seeing the whole picture, then what we need to do is take this time, right now. Yang Gang, we need to double down everything you do, right? We have a real opportunity. Time, money, obviously, and yo, did we clear 2 million yet? Yeah. Does anyone know? Not yet. The stretch goal. There you go. Today's 9:30, right? Today's the end of Q3. So if you guys can get on, $5, $3, whatever, let's blow this door down and let's send a message to the world, right? If you're Yang curious, I call people here who aren't in the Yang Gang yet but wanted to come check out because they heard there was an Asian man who likes math, who's trying to help this country. If you're Yang curious, come on in this gang. We'll give you a big hug and we'll show you what it's all about. It's all love. Look, there's a reason why Elon Musk, Alyssa Milano, Casey Neistat, Marcellus Wiley, MC Jin flew out from here from New York for this, guys. All right? There's a reason why all these people people from all these backgrounds love Andrew Yang. All right, so it's time, guys. You guys come out of this inspired. Go home, tell your family, tell your neighbors, tell your social media. We want to build up this wave so that we can come crashing down on Washington, D.C.'s head. We want to put this man in the Oval Office.